Heinrich, to Karl Rove right now. December 21st is the red letter day to resolve this one way or the other. It doesn't look like they're going to extend Title 42. Play this out then, Karl. What do you think?
Well, it's bad, and it's going to get worse. I mean, think about this, Neil. This is the fiscal year encounters. 2020, which ended at the end of September of 2020, there were 458,000 encounters by the Border Patrol, people taken into custody. At the end of 2022, it was 2,378,000, 511% increase. We only have 1 month's data for fiscal year 2023, that's October, and they were coming across to over 320,000. They're coming across at 7,500 people a day. And it's going to get, that's before the Title 42 expires. And when it does, we can expect to see routinely days in which more than 10,000 people come across the border.
You know, Karl, you're an expert at political strategy and helping thick skulls like my own comprehend it. I cannot understand the wisdom of a strategy that likens this to Operation Ignore or a cricket's response, no response. But there must be a strategy to that. What is it?
Well, I think it is just ignorance. And when you have the Homeland Security Secretary saying the border is secure, when you have the Vice President of the United States going out and repeating that mantra, when it clearly is not secure to anybody who turns on their television or picks up a newspaper from one of the affected communities, or more importantly, talks to a leader in an affected community, something is fundamentally wrong. The administration has a broken approach to Homeland Security and to border security. What it leaves people thinking is that they want these people to come in. I'm not certain that that's where they really are. But it is a broken system, and the fact the administration is not prioritizing this, with all due respect to Jake Sullivan, that was bureaucratic doublespeak, what he just said. They know when this deadline is. They need to have a plan in place, and the fact that they don't is the reason that we're seeing increasing numbers of people coming across the border. In October, it was 7,500 a day. This past weekend, it was over 8,000 a day. Coming across the border. Big problem brewing, and they're not doing anything about it.
I'm wondering if the politics of Arizona came into play as well, Karl. I only say that because with the certification of the races that made, you know, Senator Kelly a senator again, and the governorship, I'm wondering if those of the White House are reading that to say, well, that's a border state. Republicans pounded the border issue and the surge of the border, and they got squat for it. What do you think?
Well, they didn't get squat. First of all, they flipped a Democratic congressional seat. Juan Ciscomani got elected on the border.
Good
Texas,
point.
we also took another border seat in the lower Rio Grande Valley. And remember, Senator Mark Kelly, the one issue he broke with the administration on in a high-profile way during the debate was he said the administration's policy on the border is wrong. I've been begging him to change. We've got to secure the border. He broke with the administration on it.
What political gut are they using then, Karl? What are they seeing that has them thinking that this goes away? It's not going away. It's getting worse.
I don't think they're looking at it politically. I think they're not looking at it at all. I don't think they care. I think they think this is a problem that is being overblown by border state governors. They're about ready to have a border state governor who's a Democrat. Let her deal with it, because now what they're going to be hearing from Katie Hobbs is this is draining our social service network. It is overwhelming our health services. It is providing a threat to the safety of our border communities. She's going to continue to hear the same thing from Democrat and Republican mayors along the border in her state, like our governor in this state hears from Democratic and Republican mayors and county elected officials along our border, and that is this is a crisis. So maybe it's good that they now have a Democrat governor in Arizona who's now going to have to be talking to Washington saying, hey, no more excuses. You got to help us.
I hadn't thought that. You know, Karl, real quickly, because you probably heard what the president had to say about the better than expected inflation report that we're coming off our worst levels, or so he hopes, and that by the end of next year, things will be back to normal. I'm simplifying it, but what did you make of that?
Well, I'm wait and see, because remember, this is the guy who said it would be inflation was not a problem and would be transitory, and it's turned out to be far more difficult to turn back. And we're still at an annual rate of 7.1%. The target is 2%. So we got a long way to go, and I'm glad that he can wave his wand and suggest that everything's going to be hunky-dory next year. He already did that last year, and it didn't turn out to be a very hunky-dory year for us when it came to dealing with inflation.
Karl, good seeing you again, my friend. Thanks. Karl Rove on all of that.